I think the deception is more acceptable on one side than the other. I mean, what guy doesn't?
And that's
think,
where I wanted to get.
But what guy doesn't?
Why
like,
is
thinks
one
that's what a woman
deception
actually
okay,
looks
the other
like?
deception is not?
Because it's okay. It's okayed by the other party.
Why though?
Yeah, but it's not really.
The guy is saying, "I'm okay," and maybe some guys might want. I prefer a natural look, but some guys might want this like Kardashian look or whatever the thing is that's popular.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't know
BBL
what's
or whatever
underneath,
that is.
right? They don't know what's underneath.
I think that's totally deceptive. But
okay, if that's the case, then let's explore and see if that is actually the case. If a man shows up, if a man says he's 6'2", and he shows up and he has on height enhancing gear, lifts of some kind, and you can't detect him, but later you find out, okay, he was wearing lifts, okay, and that's why he was 6'2". You would consider that to be highly deceptive, right?
Yeah, and I would relate, the thing that would make more sense to relate is a woman lying about her weight and showing up for a date 20 or 30 pounds heavier than she said. I don't think a coat of mascara and some lip gloss is on the same level of deception.
True.
Yeah, but why not? I don't really understand the delineation point here because the idea seems to come down to, you just say, but some men could prefer that. But the truth is that women are covering up what they actually look like. Yeah. How would the man know if he prefers her without makeup if he's never actually seen her without it?
I think that some guys just like a fake look in general. They don't maybe want to even see what she looks like. And some guys prefer a really natural look, and then the over the top is unattractive to them.
So you think he just wants to date the chick for the rest of his life with her just always having a suit of makeup on so he doesn't have to see what she looks like?
I think in nowadays culture, unfortunately, I think that feeds into each other. That culture feeds into the guy and the girl both like that. You know, it's just.
You think that men genuinely would just prefer to just never
not the
see
men
their
that I'm
woman's
attracted
actual face?
Not the men that I'm attracted to, but yes, it appears that way. It appears that way based off of.
It does not appear that way.
Media, and I think it does.
And by the way, there's no comparison. There's no way to make the comparison anyway. So even if I were to grant that, well, men would still prefer that you hide your hideous face, let's say in this instance, and only makeup is what's stopping it from being hideous. They still wouldn't have a frame of reference to know what it actually looked like. So it would still be a deception either way. How would it not be a deception?
I think that any guy who thinks a girl who clearly has makeup on naturally looks like that might not be the smartest tool in the shed, I don't know. I think he knows she's wearing makeup.
Yeah, but the frame of reference for how much different she would look absent the makeup is not there.
Right, and so that's why there's a scale. So if you
there's
look like
scale of deception?
If you look like a completely different person is one thing, and I think that's that would be really unfortunate. I would not want to be a guy who woke up next to a girl and was like, "Wow, who the hell are you? I didn't take you home."
Neither would
last
I.
night.
That would suck, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is that they both seem to just be the same deception, just played on the opposite end.
To still know who the person is and recognize who their face is, and I think that's not deceptive. I think that's putting on a dress that accentuates your features. I don't.
So deceptive?
No, I mean. It's doesn't a man want to shave and put on a nice suit or do his hair in a certain way, whatever?
Yeah, but that's but you're making my point for me is that I think that that deception played is only men being punished for the deception, even if they're deceiving.
No, but you're only using one example with the
social standard here is that women should not be punished for the deception, only men. That's what the point is.
No, but
I'm not saying both aren't deceiving each other.
But
I'm just saying why is one more socially acceptable than the other?
You're only using the example of height, and I think the thing that is a better comparison for height would be women just lying about their weight, and I do think that's equally as wrong as lying about your height.
I mean, great, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about makeup itself, and
I don't
while
think
I
that's
can
a good
grant that you
comparison.
even made a better comparison with deception, I'm still asking about the makeup comparison here because that does seem to be deception.
I think makeup and haircuts are at the same value of deception because a haircut can make a guy look really good, and obviously if they grow out their hair, it's
or a balding guy wearing a hat.
Well, they're all the same principle. I think.
Still
Like, they're all-
deceptive.
yeah,
right?
they're
It's
all
still
a form of
deceptive.
deception.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if you could argue if one's worse than the other, but they're all like
Deceptive.
just- yeah, it's the same principle.
So,
Yeah.
so I guess my ultimate point here, so we don't belabor it forever, is just to say that I think that both sides deceive each other when it comes to dating by trying to put their best foot forward. I think that there's many examples that you've even cited here yourself, right? Perhaps they wear a hat to cover up the fact that they're balding, or perhaps they wear a dress on the other end to accentuate their features, or perhaps they try to hide weight, and perhaps the other one tries to add height. The only distinction here that I see is that it seems to be socially acceptable for women to do this, but not for men to do this. And I guess that's where we're actually diving and driving this point towards.
And I don't think it's acceptable for women to lie about their weight specifically.
I think they do it all the time.
I don't think it's acceptable.
Oh, okay. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 130.
Exactly?
I was 129.5 last time, so I'm just assuming that I'm 130 right now because it's the end of the day.
Okay. Well, then the gal next to you, how much do you weigh?
Me, left or right?
No. To your, I think it would be to your right.
190, 188
Oh.
the last time I weighed myself.
Next, how much do you weigh?
132.7.
Next.
158. I gained weight.
I haven't weighed myself in a while, like 120.
Okay.
Muscles.
How much do you weigh?
Do you have a scale in there, Brian?
I do not have a scale.
We need to get a scale for when this happens.
I will
because,
get one. I will definitely get one. We should do that.
We should.
We should do that.
Yeah, because
do
like
it.
weight's like a big thing. I feel like if you lie about your weight, it's like, damn, if I see you in person, it's like,
Yeah, it's the same thing about
But
lying
see,
about your
like,
height.
weight, true, for sure. Like, yeah, like what, okay, yes, 100% agree. Makeup is like, okay, you can wear makeup one day, not wear makeup another day. But yeah, I mean, like height, you can't really change. Weight, makeup, you can. But I mean,
I feel like you have to be really good at makeup though to change how you really look.
for real.
People
I mean,
do.
actually, not really. Not
I don't
really.
know.
Girls
At
be
least
looking
maybe
crazy.
guys lie to me, but they tell me I look the same with and without makeup. So maybe they're lying to me,
You
but
look the same. I feel like you look the same.
maybe they're lying to me. Maybe they're just lying to me. I don't know.
Maybe you're just
Like,
delusional.
why would you, if it didn't improve or change how you looked, why would you wear it to begin with?
Some people like it. Like people, like it's your form of
So I'm
art.
just going to waste a bunch of money and waste a bunch of time putting on something that
It's a hobby.
doesn't change how I look at all.
I prefer to not wear makeup, to be honest with you. But
Right, but women would not wear makeup if it didn't change their appearance for the better.
right,
Right.
yeah.
So if we can agree that it changes your appearance for the better, that's not how you actually look. It is.
I mean, some
deceptive.
women don't do a very good job, and I think it makes them look worse,
Sure.
arguably.
Sure, that's a fair
don't
point to
come at me.
make.
Like really bad.
That's a fair point to make, but I think most.
They think that they're enhancing it, the person
Sure,
applying it.
there's-
So.
look better, but like
That's the exception to the rule.